Panama are a problem, or I think they will be for the Black Stars. Of the three games that will play at the World Cup, they are the one team that I worry about the most. And for very different reasons. We know what England are, we know what Croatia are. But Panama's longevity, as far as this project is concerned, is what makes them the team to worry about. So, first of all, the coach they've got a Danish manager, Thomas Christensen, who's been there since July 2020. So, and if you compare that to our coach, he's not even 3 months into the job yet. So, already there is that advantage of familiarity with the group, of bonding, taking them through different cycles, and getting to this point. But he's a man who's earned the stripes because I remember in his very first major competition, he exited at the group stage. I think that was the 2021 Gold Cup. Then the next assignment was qualification for the World Cup. He missed out on the penultimate day when they lost to USA by 5-1. So difficult start to life as head coach of Panama. But they kept faith with him and he rewarded that faith with excellent results. And so the year after that, the year after the World Cup, the 2023 Nations League, he made the semi-finals. Then in that same year, he made the semi-finals of the Gold Cup. The following year, he made the semi-finals of the 2024 Nations League. Then a year later, which was last year, I think he made the final of the semis of the 2025 Nations League. So you have to look at that and say that it has been steady progress, growth after growth, but essentially with the same character. So the players that you'll be thinking about to be doing well for them are the same name. So you can talk about Christian Carrasquilla, Adalberto, Murillo, Anibal Godo. It's the same names that he's built around that have formed the spine of the Panama national team since 2020 July when he took charge. The problem I have with their group, or the problem I think they will pose for the Black Stars, has to be the intensity and that midfield. So they usually invite teams to attack them down the middle because that's where they know their strength is. They can match teams with their intensity and physicality and make it a fight. You know, they are not interested in playing football, but when they have the ball, they can pass the ball quite well. Adalberto is very, very competent in terms of his passing. He's got good range and can be deceptively good in terms of keeping or retaining possession under pressure. Not something you expect from a midfielder from that part of the world, but it's the global game now. The talent is spread across. His partner is Anibal Godoy. Not as technically gifted, but very quick. Pounces whenever he sniffs any loose ball, tidy tackler. He's got a tank and can run up and down the pitch. But his main job is to protect the defense and be that screen. So he is a ball winner. And then Adalberto Carrasquilla is the brains of the operation. Those two can be problematic. There's another Carrasquilla. His name is Christian Carrasquilla. You saw how they played against Brazil. And I think if you have any doubts about how much of a problem they can be, just go back to the first half against Brazil because, and Ancelotti said it after the game, that is the reason he has had to change and revert to a midfield three. So in the first half, Brazil were marginally on top, but simply could not get going. And so in the second half, he introduced, I think, Lucas Paqueta. That gave them the advantage because now they had three men in the middle. They had the numerical advantage. And with the quality that they have and the technical ability that they have, they just blew Panama away. But that first half is what Ghanaians need to worry about. The intensity and the pace, how quickly they move the ball around, and the sheer solidity is what I think will be a problem for the Black Stars because we are not really prepared for this tournament. Our manager has just been in the job for 2 months or so. And you've got a midfield that is still heavily reliant on Thomas Partey, who in the past year looks like he's past his sell-by date. There's still a bit there to work with. But what we saw against Wales, what we saw against Germany and Austria should give us cause for concern that the game is passing Thomas Partey by. And we probably would have to go into that game against Panama with a brand new midfield that has not been tested in a competitive environment before. And that's why I worry so much about that game against Panama. As for the forwards, as for the Besiktas guy, Murillo and all of those other players, yes, they are good. But the two main issues has to be the man on the bench and that double pivot of Carrasquilla and then Anibal Godoy. if we can find a way past that midfield and generally the intensity, because they press a lot, you know, they are not a team that allows teams to generate momentum before they press. No. When they sniff danger, they will press because that is what they are good at. Their game is built on pouncing or hounding opponents into making mistakes and pouncing when that opportunity presents itself. So that's what you need to know about Panama and the problem team that I foresee for the Black Stars at the World Cup. If you like this video, you can just kindly press the notification button, subscribe, and then share the video.